Hey friends down in Nelson County, I hope you're doing well. Your chair's doing an awesome job down there. He has been all over me to make sure I get the answer to these questions to you, and I'm excited to do it. Look, I think everybody knows why I decided to run for office here. I'm the first in my family to graduate from college. My dad grew up on a farm in Lincoln County, North Carolina, and I was able to use the GI Bill to go to the Harvard Business School and the Harvard Kennedy School. And that path of upward mobility, the belief that if your parents and grandparents sacrifice for you, you can do anything in this country, it's going away. And I want every American to feel that way about our country. And we're simply not there right now. I am in this race because I have a problem with inequality. We have a world-class institution right down the street, and most Virginians can't get in, let alone afford to go there. We have a great research institution here that's providing good quality care for folks here, but we got folks in the south part of the district that can't have quality, affordable health care at their house. And so we got to work on closing those inequality gaps so everybody can be treated equally. Now, one of the issues that we hear a lot about is health care, and people want to know where I stand on it. So I'm going to tell you where I stand. I support Tim Kaine's Medicare X plan. And what we need to do is reintroduce that plan, and I support a public option on all of our exchanges right away. One of the things I like so much about Medicare X is it puts a public option on the rural exchanges right away. There's no waiting, there's no ramping. We get an option out there for some of our communities, and as you know, our area of the country has some of the highest premiums in the entire world. I want everybody to have health care. It's a human right. It's one we've got to make sure that we're working for. And first of all, it's the right thing to do. Second of all, it's good for the economy. People can take more risks. They can get out there on their own. They don't have to worry about their health care being tethered to the company that they work at. Now look, when we come back from this recession, we're going to need policies that support small businesses. The CARES Act passed the House of Representatives in March. That gave small businesses access to loans that will become grants, assuming they don't furlough people. Some of the demand will come back right away, obviously, as service workers re-enter the economy, as we start going out, but that's going to take some time. And we need to make sure that folks who are keeping people on their payroll are rewarded for those good decisions, and that's why we need a good, strong Small Business Administration to administer those benefits and get out there. As I mentioned earlier, you know, I went to school at a high school where there weren't that many AP classes, but I had a really good high school chemistry teacher. And I remember going into her classroom and her saying to me, "Why are you not making A's?" And that one question by Susan Smith, my high school chemistry teacher, changed my entire life. And it really made me understand the importance of high expectations. The key to having a strong education system all throughout the fifth is good teachers. We have got to pay good quality STEM teachers well so that they're drawn into the profession of service to the community and to each other. We need to enhance the loan programs that exist, loan forgiveness programs that exist for teachers to go into a lot of our communities. I get asked a lot in Nelson and the counties around there about the pipeline. We do not need a pipeline. The future of energy in our country is every American needs to be able to collect, store, and sell their own energy. And right now we're stuck in this centralized view of energy production where the monopolies have a lot of control, and we got to change that. We've got to empower entrepreneurs to make sure that we're working on things like battery capacity. We're working on solar and wind installation. We need to take this centralized view that's monopolized here in Virginia and change it the way that computing has been changed so that everybody has access to it and can make a difference in our communities. Now look, this is not an easy district to win. Tim Kaine got 49% of the vote here. We're very proud of his efforts. Obviously, Leslie did a lot of hard work all across the fifth. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to build on that momentum and get us across the finish line. And different candidates have different theories of the case. And let me tell you mine. We do need to register some voters. We have an under-registration rate in this district. Unfortunately, in America right now, it costs about $25 to register a voter. So I don't personally see a plan where we can register our way out of it. That needs to be part of the solution. The way we're going to win this district is we're going to go and we're going to work in some of our big Republican counties where folks are getting, 20% of the vote, and we're going to try to double that. We're going to try to do well in those areas for a Democrat by localizing those counties and talking about issues like infrastructure and health care, and also, by the way, getting some local leaders to endorse us. Some of those folks are independents that are already supporting me, and some of those folks are going to be Republicans. And that's how we make this seat competitive. We follow the Tim Kaine model. Remember, Tim carried Nelson County. He carried Fluvanna County. He carried Rappahannock County. And so we want to build on that model, do well in some of those suburban counties, and try to get our margins up a bit in some of the more rural counties. I think I have the background to do that. I really appreciate your support. I enjoy this job. I believe in what I'm doing, and I'd love to represent you in Congress. Thank you so much.